Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
Here we are, just two of us today. If Patreon's your thing, check out the link in the description below. Loads of stuff on there, something pretty much every day. Starts at just $3 a month, helps support the channel, and you'll be watching things like full watch-alongs to things like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Modern Family, F is for Family, which is coming to the end. I think we've only got 2 episodes left.
More, yeah,
it's absolutely brilliant, really funny, so check it out if it's for you. The 10 roughest places to live in England.
Yeah, people ask us to do stuff about England.
They do. I don't know where the roughest places are. I know it's not going to be. It won't be Manchester. Manchester won't be. There might be areas in Manchester. It could be there, but I'm thinking more. I think when I think rough in England, I'm thinking London's got a bit of a shithole, hasn't it? It's a bit tough. But I'm thinking places like.
I'm wondering if it's actual areas or like estates.
Counties, you mean?
No, like
estates. Right,
yeah.
I see what you mean. Let's find out. Let's get into it. 10 roughest places to live in England.
10 roughest places in England. England is full of heritage, history and character. Yet, behind some town facades lie deep challenges: poverty, crime and high deprivation. This video respectfully explores the 10 roughest places in England,
Blackpool.
not to judge, but to understand the realities people face. Housing crises, youth unemployment, low life expectancy and regeneration struggles. Despite the scars, these communities show resilience, grassroots action and hope. Let's dive into their story. 10. Doncaster, South Yorkshire. Once a titan of British rail and coal mining, Doncaster faced economic decline when those industries vanished. Today, the city grapples with crime, poverty and health inequality. Recent data shows a crime rate of around 140 to 161 crimes per 1,000 residents, well above the England average.
Wow.
Violent crime stands at about 45 per 1,000, nearly 30% higher than the national norm. But Doncaster isn't standing still. Since gaining city status in 2022, multi-million-pound investments in infrastructure and logistics, like the Doncaster Gateway transformation and iPort Rail Terminal, aim to revive its economic potential. 9. Middlesbrough, North Yorkshire. Middlesbrough is ranked as the 5th most deprived local authority in England according to the latest government index. Its post-industrial decline left deep economic and social scars. The town currently records a crime rate of approximately 174 per 1,000 residents, making it one of the most dangerous places in North Yorkshire. Drug-related hospital admissions and youth crime remain pressing concerns. However, there's a resurgence in motion. Major regeneration projects like Teesworks, focusing on green energy and advanced manufacturing, are creating hope for a better future. 8. Blackpool, Lancashire.
I knew it'd be on the list.
Yeah.
Blackpool, one of the UK's most iconic seaside towns, also holds the title of England's most deprived local authority. Behind the amusements lies a community facing poverty, low life expectancy.
This is a place here, Blackpool. Where this was my holiday resort when I was a kid. It was there or Rill in Wales.
Yeah.
And that's where we went on holiday. That was our vacation time. So it was had to go to see what it was like there. Now that's all we could afford.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford to go overseas or anything. So we drive to Blackpool and it wasn't even we didn't stay there for like a week or anything. It was a day. It was like go in the morning, come back at night.
I've been to the Illuminations quite a lot, and then when I was a teenager, one of my best friend Zoe, her grandma lived there, and we used to go clubbing there. They had like real good nightclubs.
It was a booming, bustling place for many years. It's a coastal town for those who don't know, in the northwest, and it's famous for its fun fair and its illuminations lights. So you had like a mile of it. It's called a Golden Mile.
Yeah.
And the Golden Mile was just full of like all different like lights that lit up at night. You know, it was what would you call them, like just illumination? It was called Blackpool Illuminations.
But it was only. I think it was from was it October?
It was when it was dark early. Yeah.
But if you remember, we took Declan's godfather there, and he said to us, "Why is the sea brown?"
Yeah. He said to me, "Is it called Blackpool because the sea's black?" I went, "No, it's just full of shit."
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is full of shit. It's a shithole.
Expectancy: 73.1 years for men, 78.9 for women, and substandard housing. Child poverty affects roughly 1 in 3 children. Yet, change is underway. Blackpool Central, a £300 million leisure development aims to boost tourism and create over 1,000 new jobs. 7. Hull, Kingston upon Hull, East Yorkshire. Once a proud maritime hub, Hull now ranks as England's 4th most deprived local authority. Areas like Orchard Park and Bransholme face high unemployment, poor health and low educational attainment. Stark inequalities persist, with life expectancy in some neighbourhoods 10 years lower than others. Crime, especially violent and drug-related offences, remains a concern. Yet, Hull is evolving. Its 2017 City of Culture status spurred £200 million in investment, igniting cultural pride and ongoing regeneration in public spaces, tech.
Do you know where the City of Culture is at the moment? I think just won it that last year, or for this year.
No.
It was Bradford, I think, which is one of the biggest shitholes on the planet.
Yeah. I think they're picking areas that need regenerating.
It needs more than regeneration. It needs.
It was Liverpool like a few years.
Liverpool's a great city. Yeah. It's a big city, Liverpool.
Yeah.
But it's I like Liverpool. But it's when you go to Bradford, it's not good. It's fuck all there. It's nothing. Shit.
And education. 6. Rochdale, Greater Manchester.
It's like Bradford.
Rochdale, birthplace of the cooperative movement, now ranks among England's top 20 most deprived areas, facing child poverty, low earnings and limited social mobility. In some areas, over 40% of children grow up below the poverty line. Crime remains a challenge, with rates at 123 per 1,000 people, driven by antisocial behaviour and gang violence. Yet, change is underway. The £80 million Rochdale Riverside development is revitalising the town centre, and local groups are working to restore opportunity and support families. 5. Burnley, Lancashire. Once a powerhouse of the textile industry, Burnley now ranks as England's 11th most deprived town, struggling with economic and health challenges. Life expectancy for men is 75.3 years, several years below the national average. Employment stands at 76.0%, but a high claimant count of 6.3% signals widespread underemployment. Crime rates, at 158.1 per 1,000 residents, exceed the national average, with violent offences particularly high. Yet Burnley is forging ahead. Burnley College thrives with a 99.8% A-level pass rate, and improved rail and digital links are strengthening ties with Manchester's economy. 4. Barking and Dagenham, London.
Southerner.
Despite being in the capital, Barking and Dagenham remains London's most deprived borough, with some areas among the 10% most deprived in England. Child poverty is a major concern, though social care funding aims to ease the burden. Crime rates stand at 81.3 per 1,000 residents, with gang violence and knife crime remaining key issues. The Gascoigne estate, once labelled one of London's most dangerous, is undergoing full-scale redevelopment, bringing over 1,575 new homes and community spaces. Meanwhile, the Barking Riverside project, one of Europe's largest brownfield developments, aims to deliver up to 20,000 homes, new schools and rail connections, offering hope for a better future. 3. Bradford, West Yorkshire. Bradford is a youthful...
Do you know what I'm seeing here? It's a lot of them. I can't answer for Dagenham and Barking, and I'm not 100% sure about Hull, but most of the other places they're mentioning is very Asian populated.
It is, yeah.
It's a very Indian, Pakistani, in its subcontinent population.
Yeah, it is.
Just so people know.
Multicultural
Nothing wrong with
city,
it, but
yet it has one of the highest child poverty rates in the UK, with some wards reporting over 72% of children living in poverty. Crime in the Bradford district stands at approximately 191 per 1,000 people, including violent crime, domestic abuse and antisocial behaviour. But hope is on the horizon. Bradford will be the UK City of Culture in 2025, bringing with it major investment, attention and job creation. The Bradford Master Plan, worth over £500 million, is aimed at transforming the city with better housing, transport and green space. Bradford's central location between Leeds and Manchester also gives it unique growth potential. 2. Oldham, Greater Manchester.
Another one.
Oldham is the most deprived borough
this.
in Greater Manchester, with many wards ranking in the bottom 10% for income, health and education. Child poverty is severe, with over half of children in some areas living below the poverty line. Crime remains a challenge, with violence and sexual offences among the most reported incidents. Long-term unemployment stands at 5.4%, with a claimant count of 7.3%, reflecting economic struggles. Yet, Oldham is fighting back. Over £300 million is being invested in regeneration, including housing, transport and town centre revamps.
It's a massive old mill town for people who don't know about Oldham. It's a part of Greater Manchester. It's just on the outskirts of Manchester.
You can see the mills in the background.
Yeah,
there.
It's a big mill town. It's not far. You've got Rochdale, sort of like similar area. Yeah. Rochdale, Oldham, and then sort of like going into, that's when you're going up further north, then that's when you're hitting the Burnley areas. And then to the other side, you've got Bradford, and then south of Bradford, you've got Doncaster. So it's all in that same catchment area as such. But it's, like I say, it's predominantly, nowadays, it's a very Asian community. Yeah. And especially, it's Oldham and Rochdale, 100% sort of thing. But so's Burnley and Doncaster.
Yeah, if you ever ask an Uber driver where do they live, they all live in those areas. Yeah, they all live in Oldham
and all around there, Rochdale.
Initiatives like Madlow Youth Zone provide vital support, helping young people access sports, arts and mentoring programmes to build brighter futures. 1. Liverpool selected inner city areas. Liverpool is celebrated for its culture, sport and music. Yet inner city wards like Toxteth, Kirkdale and Anfield continue to grapple with generational poverty, gang activity and high crime. The city ranks as England's third most deprived local authority, with crime rates at 124.42 per 1,000 residents, and violent offences making up 37.3% of all reported incidents. Despite these challenges, Liverpool's regeneration journey is one of the UK's most inspiring. Projects like the £1 billion Knowledge Quarter, new stadiums, and grassroots co-ops like Home Baked are changing the narrative, proving that even the roughest places can rise when communities and investment align. These towns face deep challenges, from deprivation to crime to housing struggles. Yet they are also places of heart, heritage and hope. With the right support, investment and community action, they can write new stories of pride, purpose and progress. Thank you for watching this video.
Yeah,
I'm quite surprised.
I'm surprised at Liverpool as well, because it's. I know there's some bad areas in Liverpool. Like I say, some bad areas in Manchester. And so like to put Rochdale and Oldham, places like in Manchester as a greater Manchester suburb. Yeah, they are. But it's not part of Manchester like Liverpool is. You know, if you looked at the Merseyside region, sort of thing, then you're opening up to a bigger region sort of thing. But as far as Liverpool goes, I go to Liverpool quite a lot because we've got quite a lot of customers in Liverpool, and where I go, it's just, I mean, even on the front there where the Liver building is, and you've got the Albert Dock and Water Street all around there. It's really nice around there. I know it's been regenerated and all that since it was the Albert Dock. Because again, I think what's happened with Liverpool is a lot of the because it's a port city.
Yeah, there's a lot of drugs, isn't there?
There's a lot of gang related sort of like crime that comes with port ships arriving from different parts of the world, and I think it's been infiltrated a lot by like people like Albanians or you know, especially like big crime groups and stuff like, which are run by sort of like some countries where, like Albania, or I'm not using Albania, I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying all Albanians are bad. We've got many Albanian mates, haven't we, as well? If they watch this, they're going to be like, "What are you saying?" But it's the gang sort of like related violence comes from certain areas and certain demographics of people, and I think Liverpool's been infiltrated a little bit by it. And it's always been a little bit of a crime sort of like network run city. Similar to Manchester as well, but I'm surprised a lot of them, I think pretty much all of them apart from, is it Dagenham and Barking? Were in the north. And the furthest southern one was Doncaster.
I was quite surprised because I remember watching a video quite a while ago, and it was I can't remember where it was, but it was a southern beach town that was really
Margate.
Is that where it was?
It'd be something like Margate. It's like the South Blackpool of the south. You know, there's a lot of seaside towns in Britain, have just been forgot about.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just been they've left to just rot, and you go down now and it's just they're absolutely dumps.
Yeah, it's just a
and
lot
it's just
of
bad to
homeless
see.
and- yeah.
It really is bad to see the way they've been thriving in the past, and now they're just like just derelict and just run down like real bad sort of thing. But I don't know, when you look around Manchester now, you go to Manchester city centre, it's so vibrant and it's booming.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if it still is, but it was the fastest growing city in Europe.
Yeah.
And when you look at it now from a distance and you look at the skyline, how it's changed. Probably like 3 or 4 years ago, there was like one building, which was the Beetham Tower, which was the highest building in Manchester. Now it's not even in the top 5, I don't think.
Yeah.
You know, they're putting buildings up, and it's like you see it just in the distance, cranes, buildings going up, new skyscrapers going up, sort of thing. It really is. It's a really bustling town, that. But if only it could spread out and sort of like take advantage of the knowledge and some of the stuff that comes with the what's the word, industrial side of it that comes from Olden, Rochdale, because there's really nice places in Rochdale and Olden.
Yeah.
There really is, but it's not somewhere you look and go, I'll move there.
Yeah.
It's right down on the
I
list.
do know people who live in like Rochdale, and they
Same.
have beautiful homes, beautiful big homes, but
yeah.
they're out kind of in the countryside.
Yeah, it sort of like leads into like the countryside,
Yeah.
Rochdale. It opens up towards the Yorkshire, sort of like the Yorkshire area. But it's some surprises on there. But what surprised me more than anything, it was 90% north.
Yeah.
In the north of England, which is where we are.
Because we're forgotten about.
We have forgotten about. There is definitely a north-south divide, especially when it comes to economics as well, and the spend on the government, what the government spend. I don't want to make it a political show, but everything's very London-esque. It's all very London-centric, and all sort of like, let's do this, but let's do it in London.
Yeah.
You know, and I get it's the biggest capital city, you know, I understand that, but let's not just put everything in the south. Let's move up north, where the cool people hang out.
Where the kind people are.
The kind and cool people are.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a bit of an insight into the UK if you're not from here. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.